What's up, YouTube? The Healist of Bowers is here once again on the channel. Hope we're all doing well. As you can tell, I am super tired. I had a fun night last night with friends. It was very fun. Went out and chilled, all that kind of stuff. It was very good. But I had a good time. Anyways, let's not wasting your time. It's time to talk Night of Champions. Let's get into it. 6 matches on the card. Kicking it off with Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. Basically, this was made on Raw, which I didn't watch Raw, honestly. I just was not in the mood, honestly, to watch Raw. But this was made. I did see clips of, Raquel and Roxanne putting Rhea through a table, which was pretty cool. Of course, once again, sending best wishes to Liv Morgan. As she's injured, she has to have, surgery, that kind of stuff. Wishing her all the best, stuff like that. So, yeah. Honestly, Rhea Ripley's winning this match. The only reason I could see her losing it, honestly, is Roxanne showing up, her playing interference, all that kind of stuff, and helping Raquel win. But I really do think Rhea Ripley is taking the dub here, and that's how it should be. I like Raquel. I think she's cool, but Rhea Ripley's taking the dub, so Rhea Ripley is going to win. I just said Rhea Ripley almost 20 times in that sentence, so there you go. Rhea Ripley to beat Raquel Rodriguez. Up next, we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. This was made, Monday, I believe, too? So, wow, I missed a lot on Raw. I guess I didn't watch it, but Sami Zayn and Kross have been coming across each other these past few months, which has been interesting, too, Kross has the way of, manipulating people. He's like the devil on your shoulder, all that stuff, so... Yeah, this should be fun. Sami Zayn, of course, returning, doing this whole thing with Kross, stuff like that. It's been interesting. I'll give it that. Sami's being tempted, kind of stuff. You need to find your dark side, Sami. You need to find this animal inside of you, which I think he will here. I think this will be good. Plus, I'm glad to see Kross on pay-per-view. I like Kross. I think he's cool. But Sami Zayn's winning. He's not losing this match. If he does, oh boy, that will not be good. So, nah, just Sami Zayn's winning. So that's what's going to happen with there. I like Kross. He's cool, but Sami Zayn is definitely winning this match. Very curious what happens afterwards, though, where Sami Zayn goes, because honestly, Sami Zayn's just been stuck kind of in limbo, I would guess. So wonder what's going to happen with him. So Sami Zayn's winning. Up next, for the United States Championship, we have Jacob Fatu going up against your tribal chief, my tribal chief. I'm sure most of y'all know where I'm coming from. Solo Sikoa. That's your tribal chief. That's my tribal chief. Okay, that's not good. Of course, that's not your tribal chief. Of course, your tribal chief's probably Roman Reigns. That's completely fair too. But my tribal chief is, of course, Solo Sikoa. In all seriousness, Solo has been killing it these past few months. I know a lot of people are not liking Solo. Completely understandable. I get it. But for me, Solo's been cracking me up. I keep saying this every video I make. Solo has been cracking me up. He's funny. He's entertaining. And that's why I love in wrestling. It's the funny side, the entertaining side. Solo brings that, in my opinion. Of course, Jacob's been a pretty fun United States champion. He's dangerously over. In a good way. He is big over it. So cool to see him finally getting his flowers, so like that. He's been a pretty good United States champion so far, in my opinion. So the interesting caveat is of course, Solo wants, Jacob to say, I love you, Solo, and stuff like that. And of course that's not going to happen. So who do I have winning this match? Honestly, it can go either way. But yeah, I said either way, because I kind of just want Solo to win, just see how the internet will react. Plus, like I said, I like Solo. I don't know, honestly, what they could do here, because you have the whole thing with Jeff Cobb, not JC Mateo. I'm sorry, that name's just weird. Jeff Cobb out there, and with him out there, and what he's gonna do, with the interferences and all that kind of stuff. Him being the background character has been pretty fun too. He's just standing like a freaking mob boss, just in the background, just acting all dorky and that kind of stuff. It's just been hilarious, in my opinion. The other thing you could see is maybe Hikuleo debuts. He apparently showed up on a main event and taping, so like that. So I could probably see it. Maybe he can interfere and do some weird stuff. But I don't think that's going to happen. So, with a heavy heart, Jacob Fatu is going to retain. Like I said, I want Solo to win just for the internet. Plus, I like Solo. A few of my friends like Solo. Be great to see him get his flowers, but it ain't gonna happen here, sadly. Jacob Fatu is going to win and take the dub, and still remain the United States champ, Evidence, and still remain the United States champion. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Still. All right, what is next on the list? Up next, we're going to have the King and the Queen of the Ring finals. Let's talk about the Queen of the Ring first. We have Asuka going against Jade Cargill. Honestly, welcome back, Asuka. It's been great. Of course, Kairi Sane won the first round. Jade Cargill won the first round too with her thing, and then it went to the then Alexa Bliss won her round. Then Alexa Bliss faced Asuka, and she lost to Asuka. And of course, Roxanne Perez faced Jade Cargill, and Jade Cargill beat Roxanne. So, which I'm fine with. I mean, I wanted Roxanne to be in the finals, but I think she's going to be fine. I think she's going to be pretty fine with what they have coming for her. She's in the Judgment Day, and still is wild how the Judgment Day still going. Anyways, talking about the Judgment Day, everyone on this card. So let's get into it. Jade Cargill versus Asuka. This legit can go either way, and I'll be completely fine with it. Asuka just came back. You have the whole storyline with Io Sky, something like that. With that, you do that probably maybe at SummerSlam. This is pretty much the whoever wins this match is going to be going to SummerSlam for their title opportunity. This can honestly go either way. To be honest with you, I'm gonna go with Asuka. I think Asuka's gonna win. And I might be wrong. I don't know. I think Asuka could win. Jade Cargill, she'll be fine in the loss. She'll be completely fine. Give it to Asuka. Have Asuka win it. And have her go on to face Io Sky. And maybe she wins. Maybe she loses. I don't freaking know. All I do know is I'm going to go with Asuka. I think she's going to win it. So, yeah, Asuka's my pick to win the Queen of the Ring and go on to SummerSlam. That's my pick right there. And in the men's King of the Ring finals, we have Randall Orton against Cold Man Cody Rhodes. Boy, oh boy, these guys have a history and a legacy to build on. A big legacy to look back on. I'm not talking about build on. They've already built their legacies. But yeah, man, it's been a wild roller coaster for these two, man. They're finally meeting up. About freaking time. People wish for the WWE Championship, but obviously I think, for obvious reasons it's not happening because John Cena is WWE Champion. But this should be fun. They have a big history. I don't have to explain it. You all know the history of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. There you go. Cody's winning. Cody's not losing the King of the Ring. I would be legit shocked if they have Cody lose. Personally, I would have had somebody else in the finals. It's just me, but Cody. King Cody Rhodes. There you go. Cody's going to win the finals, and that'll be it. Randy Orton will be completely fine. I don't know what, honestly, Randy Orton does next. I mean, maybe he goes for the United States title again. If you remember, Randy Orton's a former U.S. champion. I don't think people remember that, but yeah, he's a former U.S. champion. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with Randy Orton. All I do know is that Cold Man is going to win, and Cody's going to go on to fight the WWE Champion at SummerSlam, which will lead into this match. In the main event, we have the WWE Champion John Cena defending against good old Pepsi Punk, CM Punk. Good God, these guys have a history, just like the last people I just said had a history. I don't have to explain it. You all know the whole thing with CM Punk and Big Match John. But what you don't know is that John Cena cut his own freaking pipe bomb this past week. Of course, I think you guys already know that because you already probably saw SmackDown. So there you go. All that stuff, man. I really am looking forward to this because, this is one of the reason I'm kind of watching this show is just for this match. And probably for the King and the Queen of the Ring finals. But other than that, I'm not really very keen on this show, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to John Cena and CM Punk. They have a history. We all know it. The pipe bomb that Cena cut was pretty cool. I mean, it's not going to surpass what Punk did in 2011, obviously, but it was still pretty cool. He brought up, how Punk is political and, TKO. He brought up how, a lot of things about Punk, and I'm like, jeez, John. He brought up how Punk's an ass kisser, and now he's kissing ass, so I can say it's all just Big Match John, Big Match John. He brought up, hey, Claudio Castagnoli. Hey, Matt Cardona, how you doing? All that had me laughing my head off. That was funny. But Cena's finally waking up with his heel turn. About freaking time. CM Punk's been the best out of it, in my opinion. But hopefully this lasts. So John Cena's going to win. The big thing is Seth Rollins. It's obvious Seth Rollins is going to probably cash on the WWE Championship. It's pretty much what they're leaning towards. Not the World Championship. I think Seth is done with the World title. I think Seth honestly is going to go to SmackDown or they trade the World title and WWE title around. All I do know is I think Seth will be WWE Champion by the end of the year. That's all I'm going to say. Will he cash in here? He could probably do it, but I don't think it's going to happen here, honestly. The only way I can see Seth cashing in is somehow CM Punk wins, which would be completely shocking to see Punk become WWE Champion already, I guess. I mean, right now. I think he will be champion just by next year, in my opinion. But Rollins will be around, and he's gonna be, looking through and peeking through the curtain, and rubbing his hands like a freaking villain, all that kind of stuff. He's gonna have a henchman and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and then Paul Heyman the Penguin, all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, CM Punk is not winning. I like Punk. He's great. He cool. But John Cena's retained WWE Championship. He's walking into SummerSlam as champion, and he's gonna go in the face, of course, the King of the Ring, like I said, which will be Cody Rhodes. So John Cena's retaining. I could see Cody Rhodes come out and confronting him, but maybe Seth Rollins does come out and does some stupid shit. But besides all that, John Cena's remaining the WWE Champion till SummerSlam. There you go. And that is your WWE Night of Champions predictions. I am tired. I'm going to try and wake up. Hope you guys have a great day. Please stay safe out there. It is like humanly hot, like almost 100 degrees out here where I am. And I'm sure it's like freaking crazy out where you guys are as well with the heat. So stay safe, stay hydrated. Much love. Too Sweet, the like button down below. Subscribe to us with this one. Follow Twitter, Hill Balor, Instagram, Hill Balor YT. And I will see you all on the next one. Too Sweet, and peace out.